Okay, people, we got another exciting episode of Forever News. That's right, folks. Today's stories we got, some of them are pretty interesting. For starters, we got a story that is a little bit drama-filled, I would say, regarding the Black Clover anime, in particular an animator and also the creator of Black Clover. And yeah, sounds a little bit spicy, doesn't it? We're gonna get into that. We also got some more word on the success and the climactic amazingness of how well My Hero Academia is doing. Something big that just happened, so we're gonna get into that as well. We also got an update for you guys regarding Fire Force's anime. Big stuff happening there. We got a little bit of a bummer of news for an anime that I'm really highly anticipating, and it's gonna rock the horror genre when it drops. But yeah, a little bit of bad news for right now at the very least, so I got you covered on that. We also got some updates for Demon Slayer's anime future. We're gonna be talking about that as well. And lastly, we're gonna have a little bit of a surprise topic. I don't know if people are gonna really dig too much into it, but I'm a pretty big fan of this franchise, so yeah, let's get into the Forever News. I love doing these videos, I'm not gonna lie, and I hope you enjoy them as much as I enjoy making them. That's how it be, though. Okay, so let's start off with Fire Force. Now, you already know that Season 2 is underway. It's one of the anime that have dropped this summer anime season. And we got a pretty big update that Toonami is bringing Fire Force to the platform. I used to do these videos all the time, and let me know if you guys want to hear more updates from Toonami anime that are returning. At the end of the day, Toonami is a very big platform for the West, and also it brings a lot of mainstream attention to a lot of anime. But Fire Force Season 2, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be hitting the block. Let's just quickly read what was said. Fire Force Season 2 will be coming to Toonami October 24th. So still a few months away, early announcement, I guess. In the meantime, Toonami will be airing Season 1, starting with Episode 15 next Saturday at 1 a.m. Really bizarre to start at Episode 15. I'm imagining that it's going to potentially lead into that October 24th. I'm not sure how many weeks it would take to get to there, but yeah, so Fire Force is going to be hitting the block in October, which again seems like a very early announcement because we're not even in August yet. But that's pretty dope, and that means that Fire Force is going to continue to get even more successful and popular. And I just want to quickly note that because a lot of people went back to a video I had made regarding the Fire Force author in one of his latest volumes, saying that, you know, this is going to be his last work and they're on the final arc. Just because there's more anime doesn't change the fact that the author, like, people don't really, I guess, know the difference between what goes on with the manga and anime and how the manga is created and then the anime adaptation comes after. Like, you know, there's a lot of people that don't really know the ins and outs of all this, but that doesn't change that the author is on the final arc and not doing anything after Fire Force. It just means that they're adapting more of the manga into anime, and they hopefully will adapt the entirety of it with maybe a Season 3, or I don't know if it'll take a 4th one to wrap it all up. But yeah, Fire Force Season 2 coming to Toonami October 24th. And since we're on the topic of Toonami, an anime that I've really been anticipating, that actually I want to say Toonami and Adult Swim have been funding, is the horror anime by Junji Ito, Uzumaki. They've actually announced a while back, I made a video on the trailer, that they're bringing or they're creating an anime adaptation for Uzumaki, not to be confused with Naruto Uzumaki. This one, if you think you're going in for some Naruto spin-off of some sort, you're going to be very, very sorely mistaken, because this is a very dark horror series, and I'm imagining that this has the potential to be one of the scariest anime you will ever watch. It's been delayed, and I'm very disappointed because I was really excited and hoping for, like, oh, this would be great to drop around October, because I think it's going to be a shorter anime anyway. Like, I was like, oh, this would be perfect, you know, give the Halloween vibes and everything. Let's quickly read what was said. Uzumaki TV anime spirals, I see what you did there, spirals out to 2021 broadcast on Toonami. Interview with director Hiroshi Nakayama confirms that audio recording on episode 1 is completed. Okay, so they got the audio. While we can't wait to be horrified by the TV anime adaptation of Junji Ito's hit manga series Uzumaki, we'll have to wait for the scares, as an updated trailer posted to the Adult Swim YouTube channel confirms that the series has been pushed to 2021. A 13-minute interview with director Hiroshi Nakahama was uploaded onto the Adult Swim YouTube channel after the panel at Comic-Con home panel, confirming that production is going steady with the dialogue for episode 1 already completed. SVP of Adult Swim Jason DeMarco responded to a fan on Twitter who was complaining about the lack of original series coming this year to Toonami. DeMarco said, "A global pandemic plus an economic crisis has affected all levels of the anime acquisition business. At my company and several others, I can't say it's going to be fixed anytime soon, but please know we are doing our very best." So yeah, originally I want to say it was going to be debuting around Halloween time, but they pushed it back to 2021, and I ain't gonna lie, I completely understand the reasoning behind it. So I'm not giving any flack towards Toonami, Adult Swim, Jason DeMarco, none of that stuff, but boy am I disappointed, because if you read Uzumaki, you know that shit, I ain't gonna lie, when I read it, it had me looking at my hands, looking at my fingertips, and being freaked the hell out. That's how freaking scary, and just thinking about it. Can't wait for 2021. It really sucks that we're getting delayed, but it's understandable. Everybody's going through a hard time, so I ain't gonna push on it, but I wish we was getting it. Okay, I know it ain't just me. A lot of people gotta be excited about the upcoming Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba film. It's supposed to be dropping in October. To be honest with you, I'm starting to get a little bit nervous if we're gonna be seeing it in theaters or not, simply because, you know, the state of the world right now, theaters aren't really open. I don't think there are any movie theaters that are open currently right now. Maybe I'm off on that, but we still have an October release date. That hasn't changed just yet. But let's read this article about an update coming for the Demon Slayer Infinite Train film. More details on Demon Slayer Mugen Train anime film to be released on August 2nd. Your ticket to ride the Mugen Train is coming on October 16th in Japan, assuming that still goes down. Fans of Demon Slayer have been waiting literally months for more new information on the upcoming sequel anime film Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba the movie Mugen Train, based off the next arc from the manga series by Koyoharu Gotoge. But wait no more, as the next batch of information on the anime film will be released on August 2nd on the Abema streaming platform's Anime 2 channel. Being released during the program include the announcement of the theme song for the film, including its visuals and a small preview, as well as other information. What other information? Well, we'll find out on August 2nd, and they're gonna have the voice actors for Tanjiro, Nezuko, Zenitsu, Inosuke all present for this. So August 2nd, 9 p.m. So probably the morning of August 2nd, we'll have all of this information, and you guys know I'll be dropping a Forever News episode that day to give you guys the scoop on what we learn about the upcoming anime film. I'm just hoping that we have some way. Let's just say that it's supposed to drop in October. That means we would probably see it November or December over here in the States, because usually we get it about a month or two after they air it in Japan. I'm hoping there's some way, man, whether it be like, yo, throw it on YouTube with a price $4.99, $5.99 to watch it. Please give it some way, somehow. You know how many $4.99, $5.99 people will pay to watch Demon Slayer, even if it's in the comfort of their home? Like, I would love to see it. Please drop it. But again, I know they also count on Blu-ray sales, and pirating will be rampant if they did that, so we gotta wait and see. But either way, I'm still very freaking excited. I can't wait to get more updates on the Infinite Train or Mugen Train film, whatever you want to call it. Like, we need more Demon Slayer anime, damn it. Also, the story that I wanted to talk about is about Mega Man. There's seemingly a film in production. I don't know how the hell I missed this, and apparently it's been for a while now. I'm a huge Mega Man fan. I loved a lot of the video games from, you know, Mega Man Legends, the X series, the classics, of course. There's Mega Man Zero. Oh god, I can't forget Mega Man Zero. Those shits. The Battle Network series. So many great Mega Man games. And apparently there's some update on I think it's a live action film. Let's read the article so we don't make up any, you know, information. I want to be clear about what's going on. Mega Man movie director tease big news soon. Henry Joost and Ariel Schumann promise an update to come. It's been a while since we heard an update for the Mega Man movie that's currently in the works. Word of the production has been floating around for the past 5 years, and we got a hint that an update in an interview IGN conducted during this weekend's Comic-Con event. IGN's interview was with director Henry Joost and Ariel Schumann, who talked about how they brought Mattson Tomlin on to write the script. Joost then said that while they didn't have any new information at the moment, they think they're gonna have some big news about it soon. I ain't gonna lie, if they make a great Mega Man film, again, if they could pull it off, I'd totally be for it. I heard great things. I never checked it out. I really gotta check it out about the Sonic film, so you never know, maybe they can make a really dope Mega Man film. Again, I think it's live action. Don't quote me on that. It might be an animated one. I don't know, but either way, I love me some Mega Man, and I feel as though the Blue Bomber has been shafted and shitted on too long. Let's get some good Mega Man stuff going. Next Next up, a little update on My Hero Academia. Now, in the last episode of Forever News, we talked about My Hero Academia being one of the hugest TV shows, period, including SpongeBob's and Walking Dead's and Stranger Things, everything you could think of in the West based on some data that was compiled over the last 60 days. But My Hero Academia is popping in Japan too. The Blu-ray release for the previous film, Heroes Rising, which, by the way, incredible movie. I made a review. I'll try and link it in the description below if you haven't seen it. Great freaking movie. The Blu-ray, I want to say, and DVD for the My Hero Academia Heroes Rising film has been released in Japan, and it is doing gangbusters, folks. My Hero Academia, the movie Heroes Rising, got first place in both Blu-ray and DVD categories in Oricon charts. The movie is on sale in Japan since the 15th of July. So yeah, My Hero Academia Heroes Rising doing what it should, what it deserves, because I love that film. That film was awesome. I had a blast watching it, and I'm glad that it's doing well in Japan, and I can only imagine when they release it physically over here, it's going to do well too. I know I am picking up a copy of that shit because that's a movie worth owning, especially from My Hero Academia franchise. Like, second movie, and it was a grand slam. Can't freaking wait to rewatch that bad boy. And now lastly, the Black Clover anime. I ain't gonna lie, I was on Twitter today and I was a little bit shocked because I've been noticing more and more animators and, you know, the creators behind the scenes usually that you don't hear from. They've been kind of more vocal lately, and in this instance in particular, because of the latest episode of the anime, there was a little bit of controversy that went on because one of the animators decided to take some liberties that is going to create essentially, potentially, continuity issues based on what he did with some of the powers and some of the abilities of some of the characters in the latest episode. Let me read what he said and we'll get into exactly what the hell is going on. And by the way, he wrote it in English one time, and then the second time he wrote it in Japanese, but there was more information in the Japanese one regarding another character that he didn't mention. Also, he kind of messed things up with, and again, you'll see what's going on. Like, the Black Clover mangaka is not happy about this either. He's kind of, yeah. So basically, he started off saying, in episode 133, I made Leopold use magic that he was supposed to learn in the Heart Kingdom, basically, after the time skip. At the meeting, I knew that if he didn't master it, he would be allowed to use it. However, Tabata Sensei, aka the mangaka, the manga writer, the author of the series as a whole, and the editors were very uncomfortable with it. There is a similar expression in episode 136, which will air today. I apologize for not checking it carefully enough. And then he also wrote, even in the 136 episode broadcast today, as with Leo, I forced Noel to use magic that should not be activated at this point. All are my faults. I am so sorry to the viewers and the staff involved. I will try to prevent this from happening in the future. I am sorry. So yeah, it seems as though we're gonna have some continuity issues potentially. I mean, here's the thing, and I haven't seen today's episode yet, so I'm not exactly sure what fumbles he made. I usually wait till like the nighttime to watch like a gajillion episodes of anime. Like, my daughter's sleeping, cool, I could watch some anime now. But it could be like, okay, maybe this is the training process, right? Maybe it could be like an unmastered version of this power that they're going to eventually use during the battle of the Heart Kingdom or something like that. So if it's something like that, it's fine. But if not, and especially considering Tabata Sensei was not happy and seemingly uncomfortable with these ideas, I'm curious to see how bad this dude fumbled it up. And either way, for him to come out and have to apologize and shit like that, I don't know. Like, yo, there's some people saying like, yo, he might be fired and shit like that. I don't think they're gonna take it that far, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's reprimanded for that, because at the end of the day, the mangaka, they do have a certain amount of power regarding what is done and you know, how they feel about certain things. So I would not be surprised in the slightest if Tabata's like, yo fam, let me have a word with you real quick. You playing with my story, fam? You think you who gave you the right to fuck with my story? Okay, I don't expect this timid mangaka to go that far, but yeah, so if there's some fumbles and some continuity issues with the latest episodes of Black Clover regarding the powers of Leopold and now Noel, you know why. This animator kind of fumbled it up and made a mistake that he shouldn't have, which is like, I don't understand. Like, maybe you just were really good at predicting things, because how would you not know that this is where the powers is going to go, and you just so happen to like, hey, I'm going to make the same exact thing that happens later on in the manga. Like, I'd imagine he also had an idea, like, you know, if you're working on this, I'm assuming you would read the source material to see where things go. So I don't know, seems a little bit funny, but I guess this is also giving us an inside look. A lot of times when we see like filler episodes, you know, throughout the years, whether it be from back in the days watching Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, and little fumbles like this happen, here's why. the animators take liberties sometimes that whether the mangaka don't realize it or they're not in agreement with it, but you know, they already did it. So yeah, this is an inside look on it, and Tabata is not happy. I'm very curious to see how all this is going to play out moving forward with the Black Clover anime. But yeah, a little bit of drama for your day in the anime and manga world. Curious what you guys think about all of this though. Are you excited for Fire Force hitting the Toonami block with season 2 again all the way at the end of October, and season 1 from episode 15 on will be premiering starting next week? Or I don't think it'll be premiering. I think Fire Force was already on Toonami. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure they're not going to just throw season 1 episode 15 without the first 14 ever being played. So I'm imagining, yeah, episode 15 on, they're going to be throwing Fire Force on the block. Also, Uzumaki, are you disappointed? Are you upset? Did you really anticipate this dropping? Because I ain't gonna lie, this is probably going to be one of the greatest horror anime of all time. Straight up scary shit is coming. Now we just gotta wait a little longer to 2021. Then again, it's understandable. Also, My Hero Academia, #1 with Heroes Rising. Do you feel as though it should have been that way? Or maybe you were disappointed in the movie? You don't think it deserves all the accolades? Black Clover anime drama, what are your thoughts on that? Like, yo, if I was Tabata, I know I'd be like, yo, you come to me playing with my cities. You want me to hit? No, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Also, look forward to, again, August 2nd, new Demon Slayer updates for the upcoming film. And your overall thoughts on any of the stories that I covered in this video, this episode of Forever News. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links in the description below. I'm Forever World, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life. Bye. Have an awesome day. Peace in, and thanks for watching another episode of Forever News. Have an awesome day, people.
It's nights like this and times like this.
What's that?
That I can give another hit, but I've got this inside a switch, a natural bliss, but that I miss.